He's the owner of the consensus best knockout of 2018 against Chan Sung Jung. That came with 1 second to go in the 5th and final round. Yair Rodriguez back on the proving ground.
Yair Rodriguez is a guy that since winning the Ultimate Fighter Latin America has earned five Performance of the Night bonuses and 7 fights. Every time that he fights, it's very exciting. He's very skilled. He can do it all. He went out to Chicago after the show, lived with Izzy Martinez, learned wrestling, learned to speak English, just developed an overall game of mixed martial arts to put himself in a position where he could one day fight for a UFC championship.
And it's fortunate that he was able to work out his differences with the UFC, because one thing I will say without a doubt, he deserves to be in the biggest show in the sport, and Yair Rodriguez very much a factor here in this featherweight division. Yair Rodriguez, one of the most beloved fighters in all of MMA, and yet again back on the proving ground tonight. Felt like he was going to go be a professional kickboxer. There's more money in the UFC, though. That's why he's here. We'll see if he can kick somebody's head off here tonight.
I mean, he's going to look for it. You know, we have seen great kickboxers come into the sport before. We have not seen many that come with the background, with the tradition and the history that this man has in kickboxing. He is so sure that if it's a stand-up fight in the UFC, he beats anyone. And I'm talking anyone. The best in the world, he thinks he beats them. But he's going to have to show that he can stay upright, because this ain't kickboxing. This is mixed martial arts. You got to make sure you defend those legs, or you end up spinning 15 minutes laying on your back.
That's right. We did have some fun in our fighter meeting. He said, would you guys prefer a knockout with a kick or a punch? I said, hey, man, we want to see you throw those feet. So we'll see if we can get the knockout here tonight in what is a very interesting stylistic matchup. All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Yair El Pantera Rodriguez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon. Proudly repping the 305, Miami, Florida, USA. Here is Alex. We'll see if he can finish.
Fight behind a nightjam.
And there's that kicking game from Yair Rodriguez on full display early on in this one tonight.
Yeah, Yair Rodriguez is a beast. And you know when you watch him, when you're going into the octagon with him, you got to always be on high alert, because he can hit you from anywhere. And a lot of times, it comes from those kicks, those very diverse, scary, dangerous, challenging to understand kicks that he throws.
Oh, is that a big knee to the body? We'll see if he can follow up. Rodriguez is cut above the eye, and that blood figures to start to trickle down. The figure something less more. How's his opponent still stand?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
Trying the flying knee there. Right hook to the head, blocked. All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has recovered.
His opponent recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Rodriguez gets absolutely melted by that head kick. Oh, straight punch.
Another massive head kick lands.
Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Pretty good jab there by Caceres. Man! Just out of range with that strike.
You never know where it's coming from. You don't know if he's going to do a cartwheel, try to kick you. You never know what's happening from Yair Rodriguez.
So just over 20 total strikes have now landed for Yair Rodriguez.
Block that punch.
Under a minute now to go in the round. Well, he's looking for that left hand, just out of range, though. Best head kicks you'll ever see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
So under 30 seconds to go in what has been a pretty entertaining and active first round. Caceres is cut above the eye. Round two next. All right, so that round is in the books. Rodriguez has got a cut to deal with above the eye, or perhaps better put, the cut man has got to deal with it. We'll see if he can stop the bleeding. All right, back to the stools between rounds. That gives us time to look back at some of the replays, including some of those strikes that caused the damage, particularly to his forehead.
Damage to the forehead. Expect a lot of blood, but when you look at him, he looks like he still wants to be in there. It does not seem like the blood is affecting him. Now, you could want to be there as much as you want to, but you got to do things better defensively, or ultimately he's going to get you out of it. He's got to move his head, he's got to stay out the center line, and he's got to press forward, put his opponent on his heels.
All right, put well. All of a sudden, we got a new storyline in this one, the cut on his forehead. We will keep an eye on it as this next round gets underway. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
Wow, huge head kick. Oh, effective use of the jab by Yair Rodriguez. So Rodriguez continuing to manage distance beautifully tonight. He's got his kicking game on point.
He's so long. So Yair uses those kicks to not only brutalize you, but to maintain space. He's a well-rounded mixed martial artist. He's really improved in the wrestling, but ultimately, the kicking game will always be what defines Yair. Game of inches right there, boy. Wow. It was good night if that landed. Big punch lands. Ooh.
Well, you can see his leg is hurt here, starting to limp a little bit. I think Magomed Ankalaev is the guy we point to for exuding all of that toughness when he absorbed those leg kicks, but don't want to take too many more of those.
But like Magomed, you want to try to get takedowns. You cannot be on your feet limping and turning away from strikes. You got to try and change something. Great block there.
Huge connection by him there.
He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get into space so that he doesn't get finished.
So 2 minutes to go here in our second round. Well, it's not due to a lack of effort. He continues to throw.
He's hurt bad.
Whiffs on the straight right hand. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round two. Wow, strong roundhouse kick there. Outstanding kick there by Rodriguez.
But he needs to check one of these kicks. He has to discourage him from doing this kick over and over again.
Caceres has got a lot of weapons on both sides as he switches his stance here. 20. He's had a huge strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job.
Oh, what a way to end the round. He got Stunned by a huge shot there just before you heard the horn, so he gets saved by the bell. The question is, though, what type of condition will he be in when he gets up off that stool? 60 seconds here to recover. The onus is on his corner to keep his head in the fight. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and in survival mode. Luckily, he made it to the end of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. Oh, a huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot was what they call it, to go and end the fight.
Oh! Nice jab to the dome by Caceres. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's gonna have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut.
Just that nasty leg kick. That one hurt. That's hard to punch.
I mean, he is throwing those kicks with evil intent. He is trying to break his leg with every single kick.
Big uppercut. Keeps going back to that jab, keeps throwing that jab, but unable to land. Caceres' left leg is now compromised. Perhaps it was that last kick, but clearly you can... Oh, he's hurting for sure. Looked like it did stall a little bit. Gets back to his feet.
Oh, landed some big shots, too.
Well, MMA is a constant exercise in risk mitigation, right? But it would seem to me that if he really goes for it offensively, you can get him out of there.
Well, he's got him hurt. He's got him hurt. He's got him hurt multiple times in one round. It looks like this fight should be over by now, but his opponent's still standing, and I think that speaks to the durability of the guy standing in front of him.
And there's that elbow blocked by Caceres. Ooh, diving punch lands.
This man is landing brutal ground and pound.
Well, he's going to enjoy watching this one back. Let's take a look at the replay of the knockout just a moment ago.
It was right hand after right hand after right hand. Finally, he found the one that hit the exact sweet spot that ended his opponent's night.
We send it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 37 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Yair El Pantera Rodriguez.
All right, so how about the